Well, well, well. Guess who it is? Diesel's back. Join me, subscribe to get the word out. Diesel's back, and he ain't going nowhere. Well, well, well. How are we all? What's going on here? Hang on. Can you all hear me? How do I enlarge this? So that's it. Right. Lovely. Can you all hear me? Yeah? Yes, no? I always have to do this, guys, because, you know, sometimes my Mac plays up. I've just got my Mac back. Firstly, can you hear me? And I'll explain. Someone say yes. Just someone. Anyone. I don't care who it is. Oh, wait. It's all right. It's fine. Thank you. Kevo, come on. Top man. Right. Guys, thank you very much. Listen, I've been away for a while. Hopefully you all saw my post that I put up. I spilled hot coffee on my Mac. I had to send it away for repair, and it took absolutely ages. There was this part they couldn't get, or they could get, but it took weeks and weeks to be delivered. But anyway, long story short, I've got my Mac back, and finally, here I am. Right. Listen, firstly, thank you very much, you guys, for joining Diesel Arsenal, the best community on YouTube, eh? In my eyes, you are anyway. Lot to dissect, guys. Anyone who's seen the thumbnail, I'm not holding back tonight. Not that I ever hold back anyway. But do you know what? I think we need to do a stream like this. We need to. I've been away for a while, and it just seems like every time I'm away, you just get all these twats, all these muppets on YouTube, just chatting absolute fart, for lack of a better expression. Yeah, chatting a lot of rubbish about this club, right? Absolute. This fan base we've got. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It is an absolute joke. It's a piss take. And I'm going to try my hardest tonight, guys, not to swear. All right, I don't really swear on this channel because I am aware that a lot of you guys watch me with your kids. All right, and I've got respect for that. So I'm going to try and keep it as clean as I can. But let's be honest, it's been an absolute joke of a season. And what more has got to happen? What more do we have to see to finally get us united as a fan base and demand more? Demand more, right? I am a minority. I keep saying this. I won't stray from it. I'm a minority, guys. Same as you, you know, a lot of you guys in the chat. Anyway, do you know what? Before I crack on with that, let's shout out the true superstars in the chat. And that's you guys. Let me start from the top. Let's get this over with so we can really do a deep dive into this season, yeah? Tenaji, I'm gonna put these comments up as well. Tenaji, I love you. I hope you well. My good friend, the Southern Gooner, Matty boy. Come on, my G. Matt, listen, now that I'm back, mate, me and you, we got to team up and do another stream because the last one we did was the bollocks. It was, oh, God, already I've broken my promise. I'm so sorry. It was fire, right? It was really good. Me and you together. Come on, Matt. Yeah, the gruesome twosome, eh? There, the two sweet boys. Can't beat it. Can't beat Cadbury's. Anyway, CG, hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. We got Mindful Haven in the chat as well. Big up yourself. We got Pepsi in the chat as well. Hope you're good, mate. Someone new, I take it. I love this. Come on, Prod Bobsy. Sick name. Prod Bobsy. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. We got Mark PJF85 in the chat. Big up yourself. Spanish waiters in the chat as well. And this comment is actually right. I did have hair before. Craig David, tight curls, but you know, whatever. Kevo talks football. Big up yourself, Kevo. Hope you're good, mate. My good friend, my cousin, my brother, my G, my bona fide, Randy Viper. Big up yourself, Randy. Good to see you again, mate. We got Declan Fallon in the chat as well. We got Mike England in the chat. Who else? We got Dominic Buckner in the chat. Mr. Inconsistent. I've been called worse Dom. I will take that. Big man Dom. Come on. Who else? We've got the Assembled in the chat as well. Big up yourself, mate. We've got Joseph F. Clark in the chat. We've got AFC Always in the chat. That's about it. Right. As we all know, as we crack on with the stream, we'll have loads more people, right, coming in. Yeah, anyone who wants to hear facts, anyone who wants to hear the truth, rather than these actors we got on a lot of these other channels, these absolute muppets who sell their souls for a little bit of coin. Yeah, then yeah, you've come to the right channel, you've come to the right place. Let's do a deep dive into this absolute shocker of a season. Oh, also Will M Hooper as well. Will, I see you. Will, I am. Big up yourself. Big D, Big D. I get called that all the time. I can't help it. Hammers Football TV. Big up Diesel, aka the modern day Lord Lucan. Good to see you back on the air. Hammers Football, West Ham. Big soft spot for West Ham. My dad's West Ham. Big up yourself, guys. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Right, listen. Facts. So much has gone on. Right? So much has gone on. And you know what? Do you know what's made it worse? The reason why I wanted to do a stream tonight, yes, I've not long got my Mac back. But do you know what? The main reason I wanted to do a stream tonight is because unless you was all living under a rock, we all saw the game yesterday. The Champions League final. PSG 5, Inter Milan 0. Right? The team who won the Champions League, the same team who knocked us out. And you know what? Let me start from there, because I've always said this, guys. Football for me, growing up, football's always been a very emotional sport, right? Emotional. You know what I mean? But for me, maybe it's me. I'm getting old. I don't know. I know I still look early, late 20s, early 30s. I totally get that, guys. You don't have to compliment me. Honestly, I hear it all the time. But all joking aside, the last few years for me, it's just like, for me, it's going down, especially, the Premier League. I personally think there's been a severe lack of quality football-wise in the Premier League over the last 3 or 4 years. I really do. But you know what? And also, I've always said this to you guys. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm also a football fan as well. I love watching good football. And you know what? I watched that game yesterday. I'm not a PSG fan, as we all know. I'm not. I've got no allegiance to PSG. But you know what? I watched that last night. I watched the quality on show, the players on show, led by a boss who is elite. He is an elite coach. There's no two ways about that, right? Top quality coach. And as the old saying goes, guys, when you pay peanuts, you do get monkeys. Quality costs, right? Fact. What's the other saying? Buy cheap, buy twice. I had no idea. I had no idea about Luis Enrique's daughter until I saw that tifo. And then obviously I was on the phone to my dad, and he explained to me that, when he won the league at Barca, his 9-year-old daughter planted the Barcelona flag on the pitch. And then literally a few months after that, she died of cancer. I had no idea. Rest in peace to her. And when I saw that tifo, it did make me wonder, what's that about? And then obviously once my dad explained that to me, do you know what? Honestly, guys, as a father as well, forget a coach, football manager, football club, whatever. As a father, as a parent, yeah, I've always said this, no parent should ever outlive a child. Should never happen. But unfortunately it does. And the fact that they won last night and those fans paid Luis Enrique the ultimate tribute. Something so personal and so beautiful. That it honestly, guys, I'm not one who tends to show emotion. I'm not. But I'll tell you something. When I saw that, and when it was explained to me what that was about, I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm just thinking, do you know what? That man, I'll tell you something. Those fans get an hard time from the media, from the press, and I'll tell you something. They need to be applauded for that, because that was absolutely beautiful. It was beautiful. It was romantic. Honestly, bittersweet. Yeah. What a tribute to a man. What a tribute. Brilliant. And you see back on the football side, you see all the the celebrations. You know, you saw a team yesterday who are together. They're together, right? Something I always say to you guys on this channel, you know, brothers in arms, in the trenches together. We fight together. We win together. We lose together. We go into battle together. No matter what's thrown at us, we are together. Yeah? Because that's my mentality in life. We're together. Nothing breaks us. Nothing or no one breaks us. And that's what you saw yesterday. You saw 11 players, right, who put foot to arse for their manager and for the fans. They ran through brick walls for this man. They love this man. What a manager. The quality of football on show, I saw PSG 4-0 up, and they are pressing like madmen. One a case of they went 2-3-0 up and thought, whoa, let's sit back, protect what we've got, right? Low block, park the bus. No, none of that. None of that. We don't play that way. No, we do not play that way. We could have been 10-0 up. We're still coming for you. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We're going to attack you. We're going to press you. Yeah? We are not going to allow you to breathe. And do you know what? I'm seeing that yesterday. And do you know what? Do you know how jealous I was? Jealous. Most Arsenal fans will have watched the game like that yesterday and just take it for what it was. Great game of football, quality on show, Champions League final, well done, brilliant. I've even heard Arsenal fans say, see, that's why we could never beat PSG, because they're that good. No. You want to be the best, you have to beat the best. You want to be the best, join the best. You want to be the best, yeah? Look at who else is the best and take tips from that. PSG won that. Yes, they got quality players, but they've got a top-class, elite-level manager, right? No idiot wins the Premier League, right? That man is elite. And I look at what we've got in our club. This manager is nowhere near it. Now, guys, I've always said this. I do not dislike Michel, right? Some YouTubers I see on their channel, they cane him, they cuss him, they insult him, they call him names, this, that, the other, right? That don't interest me. I don't know the man, nothing personal. For me, he's not good enough. He's not. How many more seasons have to go by where people actually think, do you know what, Diesel, I don't like Diesel, I think he's an absolute knob. But do you know what? He has got a point. I now see it. He's not good enough. He's not, right? He's not good enough. Like me or dislike me, I'm speaking a fact here. He cannot get this club over the line. 5 years he's been here, and this man isn't even under any pressure. Name me another top club in world football who will allow a man 5 years in a job with £800 million spent, no nearer to a trophy, and it's like, oh, that's all right, Michel, there's always next season. No. He should be under pressure, yeah? 8 million we're paying this guy. 8 million a year. Right? That should come with conditions. That should come with consequence. That should come with pressure. You're at the Arsenal, and this is what annoys me about a lot of people. They forget just how big a club we are. We are a big club, right? Worldwide, we are a big club. That should come with pressure. Listen, guys, and I'll come to the chat in a minute, I promise you. No, let me tell you something now. No club has a divine right to win trophies. I totally understand that, right? But when you're a big club like how we are, there should always, the one thing that should always remain at a big club and never ever disappear or go away is one word: ambition. Right? Ambition. Always wanting to go that extra mile in order to achieve greatness, achieve perfection, to be the best. Yeah? To be the best. Crystal Palace won a cup. Chelsea have won a cup. I don't care whether it's a crap cup or this cup or that cup or a B cup or a Z cup or a D cup. I don't care. It's a cup's a cup. Right? Yeah? Tottenham have won a cup. And now let me tell you this now, and I don't care who I upset when I say this. I've always made a point of saying this. I've never, ever, I don't hate Tottenham. Being an Arsenal fan, that's very weird for you guys to hear, right? I come from an era where Tottenham was an afterthought. We never, ever worried about Tottenham. They are not rivals. They're not. They never were. Okay? I wanted Tottenham to win that because I can't stand Man United. Growing up, it wasn't about Arsenal and Tottenham. It was Arsenal and Man United. You ask anyone of an age, what am I, 42? You ask anyone of an age, my sort of age or older, yeah, growing up, it was never Tottenham. I haven't grown up hating Tottenham. Yes, they're across the road from us. That's as far as it goes. They're not rivals. They're not rivals. It was always Arsenal United. Arsenal United. Who's going to win the league? If Arsenal don't, it'll be United. If United don't win the league, it's going to be Arsenal. It was always us or them for years. That's how it was. That is why I cannot stand United. I hate them. Respect them as a club. Don't get me wrong. Respect them as a club. But I cannot stand them because the wars we had, the battles we had were all with United, not Tottenham, right? And I'll tell you something now. Another reason I wanted Tottenham to win that was because of Ange. Because I like the man. I do like the man. And I think he is a good coach. And I'll tell you something now. You know the reason why? Yeah. Because for me, I've always said this, guys. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't care whether he's the manager of Spurs or not. I think he's a nice guy. How many times have we all said, oh, do you know what? We just want players and managers. Why can't they just come out and tell the truth? Why can't they speak openly? Why is it always like, I like Eddie Howe. Good manager. I do like Eddie Howe. Don't get me wrong. Right? But Eddie plays to the gallery. Eddie doesn't really come out and say what we want to hear or speaks the truth. He's very diplomatic. He's very professional. Yeah, I look at someone like Ange. He says what's on his mind. And I'll tell you another reason, right, why I wanted him to win, yeah, because I can't stand the media. The way that man is treated, and we all know why, is because he's Australian. Yeah, for me, my honest opinion, I think it's a form of prejudice, racist, whatever you want to call it. That man is Australian, right? A lot of the UK look at Australians as an absolute joke. Yeah, the way that man is treated, does he help himself at times? No, right? But I'll tell you something. If I was him and I'm getting them sort of questions like, oh, a clown, this, that, the other, you think I'm going to stand there and take that? No, I'm going to bite back. Of course I'm going to bite back. Who do you think I am? You're talking to me like that. No other manager in this league gets treated, has been treated the way this man has been. I think it's absolutely disgusting. And it goes beyond, for me, the fact he's a Spurs manager. It's disgusting. Yeah. For me, there is a form of prejudice with the media against this man. And I'll tell you something. Yes, everybody laughed. I always win in my second season. I'm telling you now, some Arsenal fans won't want to admit this for fear of, oh, people might think I'm an idiot. Me, I don't care. I don't care. I love people who come here, yeah, back up. They say something and they back it. Mourinho, I am the special one. Yeah, Portuguese, first time in this country, comes to manage. Yeah, I'm the special one. Yeah, and the minute he said that, you can imagine the press. Oh, when he fails, we're all going to jump on him and knock him down and abuse him and send him on his arse back to Portugal. Nah, look what happened. Look at what he won. Yeah, that was a man who walked the walk and talked the talk. I love people like that, guys. Yeah. It's not arrogance, it's confidence. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Take on this media because they're all prejudice. They're all prejudice. Yeah? Some of them pundits, Rio Ferdinand and whoever else, yeah, Gerard, knocking Luis Enrique's starting lineup. Oh, kids, academy players, this, that, the other. They come on, they smash into what? 5-0. Some of the younger players score goals, and all of a sudden the narrative changes. From he's academy player. Oh, Luis Enrique, he's starting lineup. Well, what's he doing? Does he realise it's the Champions League final? Whoa. So now, oh, what a lineup! Oh, what a player! Oh, what tactical acumen! All this run, guys, watch. That's what I'm saying to you. Watch with your own eyes. Yeah, the narrative. These pundits who don't know nothing, who chat absolute rubbish. Yeah. But anyway, Palace, Newcastle, Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, all these clubs who have won a cup this season. A lot of the London clubs won a cup this season. And yet, what did Arsenal win? Oh, once again, nothing. Because to a lot of our fans, the FA Cup, we don't want it. Too little for us. No, we've won it loads of times. Who wants that? No. Shut. Dust. Carabao Cup. Oh, no. Even smaller. We don't want that. Oh, no, get that away from us. Yeah? The league. Champions League. Start of this season, I said to you guys, I'm going to be fair to Michelle, right? Win a cup. Win a cup. Right? Not the Champions League. Win something. Something. All that amount of money you've spent, 5 years in the job, win something. And I'll tell you something, guys. Yes, people, listen, Chelsea is a club I can't, again, I'm not a lover of Chelsea. For me, growing up, for me, they're just a bit of a racist club. That's just my opinion. I don't care who judges me or what. That's how I've always looked at Chelsea, right? Yeah, they're not a lover of us blacks, but anyway. But you know what, I'll tell you, I will say this. Chelsea won that cup. It's the Conference Cup. It's nothing. It's rubbish. Yeah, people can spout what they want, right? You can only beat what's in front of you. And if you're in a competition, you go on to win it. But I'll tell you something. What that's done, for me, I'm the kind of person, I'm the kind of fan who looks at it like this. To a degree, it's irrelevant how low that cup is. It's all about winning that first cup. There's a bunch of lads in that team who haven't won anything, right? And it's not so much the caliber of the cup, it's the taste. To win something, to have all your fans there, to lift a trophy, to have that camaraderie, to, you know, Tottenham would have felt that. Tottenham haven't won a cup in God knows how long. Yeah? And they say the hardest one to win is the first one. It's like a steak and burger. I tell you guys all the time, right? You have burger every day. You have a steak for the first time, and all of a sudden, my God, it's a new taste. It's a sensation in your mouth. It's like, oh my God, wow, where has this been? Jesus Christ. How did I not know about this? Yeah, and you have it for the first time, and all of a sudden, that burger don't taste as good anymore, does it? Because you've tasted, yeah, the premium, right? You can't go back to that now. It's the same with a trophy. Once you taste it, you win it for the first time, you get a sense of how it is, you get that medal around your neck. It elevates you because you want to do it again. You want to get that feeling again. You want to taste it again. Do you know what I'm saying? And when I look at some of these clubs, what squad would you rather have? Crystal Palaces or Arsenal's? You're taking Arsenal's. Would you rather have Tottenham's or Arsenal's? You're taking Arsenal's. Right? Newcastle, bit of an harder question. I would imagine the majority of people would still say Arsenal. Right? There is no excuse. No excuse. We didn't take these cups seriously. We didn't take the FA Cup seriously. The Carabao. No. What has saved Michel this season is the fact that we beat Real Madrid. That's what saved him. Right? Because all these stupid dickhead Arsenal fans, yeah, genuinely thought once we beat Real Madrid, oh my God, there is actually a trophy for beating Real Madrid. There's a trophy for it. Is there? Where? I haven't seen it. Please, someone in the chat, show me. Where is it? We beat Real Madrid. Great. Brilliant. But what did we win? What did we win? There's one stat that matters, guys, and it's the result. And people can say, oh, well, yeah, I've heard a lot of Man United fans, oh, well, yeah, Spurs beat us, but, you know, we had the majority of the possession. We had chances. We wasted. Doesn't matter. What was the result? But we played. We had all these chances. He tapped it in. What was the result? What was the result? That one question there. What was the result? That question alone, it shuts them up. You can't come back from that. It doesn't matter Who had the most possession? The GA, the this, the that, the opportunities, the goal. It doesn't matter. It's all about the result, right? All about the result. It's all about trophies, guys. It's what you win. It's why there's such a hard slog throughout the season. It's why these guys do a pre-season. It's why we buy players to win. And we have a manager who I genuinely believe, to be fair to him, he wants to win, right? I can see how much it hurts him on the touchline when we lose. I get it, right? As I've always said, this isn't personal, but the man isn't good enough. He's been here long enough. And I'll tell you something else. A lot of these Arsenal fans who this time last year was like, nah, if he's got to win something this season or he's got to go. And all of a sudden now, the goalposts change yet again. They change yet again. Yeah? Why do we do this? Why do a lot of these Arsenal fans do this? This time last season, right, we were potless, and they said he's got one more season, which is the season that's just been completed, that's just gone. One more season to win something. If he doesn't, he's got to go. And all of a sudden, because we got through to the semis of the Champions League, that is the one thing that has saved this man. And all of a sudden, the goalposts have changed yet again to, right, I know what I said last year, he's got one more season, but to be fair, Dees, we did beat Real Madrid twice, and we got through to the semi-finals where we played a very, very good side who were probably the best in Europe. So based on that, on those two things alone, I do think he deserves another season. However, Dees, Big D, however, now I really mean it. Now I really mean what I'm about to say. He's got one more season to win something. No, I'm not having that. No. Sorry, no. You stated that last season. Do not change the goalposts. I will not allow you to. No. Yet again, he's won nothing with all that money spent. Where are these signings, by the way? Liverpool have made a signing already. Yeah? Cunha has gone to Man United. Where's ours? Where's ours? Sesko? No, don't want him. Don't want him. Yeah? If you're building long term, this Sesko's a guy who may come good. May. No, I want someone to come in and rip it up today. Go and get Gyökeres. Go and get him. Do you know what, guys? I'll be honest. Do you know, I'm going to come to the chick because I'm getting too wound up. Who have I missed? Right, let's have a look. Kabir Aden, big up yourself, mate. Up you well. Who else? Right, this I'm going to read because it just embodies what I've been saying. Prod Bobsy, watching PSG win the Champions League for the first time hurts. With proper recruitment and a better manager, that could have been us. We are nearly FC with this fraud in charge. Need a winner at the helm. Facts. The assembled buying new players is supposed to improve the squad. How does Zubimendi and Sesko? It's more of the same. The more things change, the more it remains the same, in my opinion. Mark, yeah, there's so much quality that has been taken out of the English Premiership. It's all about Pep Guardiola's football playing that way, and it's boring, isn't it? Will, I was filled with envy. Their players are elite. The coaching is elite. They're born winners. Everything we are not. AFC always. Enrique got rid of Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. He brought in 4 players, and here is the result. Didn't need to spend much either. Proper gaffer. Do you know what? This is what I'm saying, right? This is what I'm saying. See that comment, AFC always. That is. Oh, I was saying this to my dad last night after the game. When you look at the superstars they had, it doesn't. I've always said this. It doesn't work, right? It's what PSG did, what Real Madrid have done over the years. They think if we just get all these Galacticos, we get all the best players, put them together, mesh them together, we're automatically going to win all the big prizes. It doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Look at what Enrique done, right? To go to PSG, the managers before him, right, have gone there, yeah? And it's player power at PSG. Or it was when Mbappe was there. Mbappe gets a say in what I'm doing. No. Mbappe's running things. He's a player. I'm the manager, but I've got to answer to him. Yeah, guys, can you imagine in the changing room right before the game? Right, guys, I want to do a 4-2-3-1. I want to play him there, and I want you over there. Oh, before we wrap this up, Killian, do you agree with this? Yeah, do you agree with what I'm doing here? Or yeah, no. Who are you? Yeah, but look at what he's done. He got rid of Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. 3 of the best players in world football. But you know what? It wasn't balanced. Because you ask most fans, would you like those 3 in your team? We'd all be like, oh my God, oh, I'm sweating. Oh my God, different ballers. Yeah, that's great. It's great. But if last night showed us anything, guys, it's, you know what? Sod that. Move away from the Galacticos, right? I want a team of 11. A team. Keyword. A team. Right? No superstars here. We all work for each other. Yeah? We run forward with the ball, but we also run back with the ball. We help each other out. We press. We work. We put a shift in. We turn up to work. Not when you're Neymar. Run back. Me. I'm Neymar. No. I don't do that. Me not do that. Can you imagine? Mbappe, you want me to what? Run? Me? Mbappe? Killian? Nah, bruv. Nah, man. Me not do that. Same with Messi. And look at last night. My God, what a team. And that is a team of a young age. And me and my dad were saying this last night. Over the next 4 or 5 years, the 2 teams to watch out for are PSG and Barcelona. When you look at the age of their squad, it's a young age. They'll only get better. And God forbid anything happens. These 2 teams could be absolutely frightening. But I see that last night. And I'm looking and I'm thinking, do you know what? I so wish my team was like that. I wish my team was on that level. I wish my team had that burning ambition to win. Inter Milan, guys, especially that first half, Inter Milan did not know what to do. Every time they got the ball, which was rare, but every time they got the ball, they had literally half a second to do something with it. They had no time to breathe on the ball. Yeah, no time to breathe. PSG, the energy levels to sustain that. And let's be honest, I thought second half that might fade out. They might tire. They did not tire. They were at it. They were at them all game. As I said earlier on, 4-0 up. The game's done. The game is done. Right? 4-0 up. And they're still pressing like that. My God. Honestly. Ryan Stockley's in the chat. Big up yourself, Ryan. Hope you're well, mate. We've got CG. Mentality is everything. Exactly, mate. This is what I'm saying. We've got the Dugout Football channel as well. Douglas. Big up yourself, Doug. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. Listen, Doug's a Liverpool fan. Congrats to you, Doug, on winning the league, mate. You won it at a canter. Yeah, let's be honest. It was wrapped up weeks ago, wasn't it? Probably a couple of months ago, mate. Jason Carter, big up yourself, Jace. Diesel, my G, big up yourself in the chat. Come on, my guy. And Ewing Jones as well. Good to see you back, Diesel. Facts, Arteta's not good enough. Too naive and one-dimensional. 1 trophy in 5.5 seasons is a disgrace. With the money he's spent and the backing he's had, he needs to go. And also, we've got Steve RFC in the chat as well. There he is. Big up yourself, Steve. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you're well. Doug, right, this is another thing I want to touch on. Some fans are siding with Arteta and actually abusing their legend, Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry is 100% right and spot on. I'm so glad you mentioned that, mate, because I wanted to mention that tonight and I forgot. 88 miles an hour. Is this an Arteta out piss parade? Yes, it is, bruv. If you're on the bus with us, stay. If not, Go over to AFTV, mate. Jimmy D, big up yourself, mate. Jimmy D. Jimmy! Hope you're well, mate. My guy. Evening, Diesel. Glad to see you're back, mate. Evening, guys. Hope you're all well. Come on. Ryan, I don't think he does want to win these, because if he did, he would bring in what's required. Not say we are the best team in the Champions League and saying we have won 2 league titles because of points tally. Facts. Izidu. Hope you're well, mate. Arteta's got pressure on him next season and he knows it. But does he, though? Does he? Does he really? Jason, when is everyone going to realise that nothing at this BS club is going to change unless this manager and owners and fan base go? Facts. These, you are being unfair and disingenuous towards Michelle. Remember, mate, there is no one better out there, and he is an architect. Good. Exactly. Yeah. Do you know what, Will? Is Terry still around? Diesel, wonder what his thoughts on Arteta. Listen, for love nor money, I can't get this guy. I can't. I've tried. You guys know I've tried. Look, I know deep down he watches this. I know he does. Yeah, people can, he can say he don't. I know he does. He has a sneak preview at his mate Diesel, right? He watches a little bit of it. Yeah, and I know he's probably seething with a lot of the things I say. There is nothing more. Listen, I've got 35 of you guys watching me right now. And let me just say this, right? I'm not lying, yeah? You can all see me and hear me, right? I'm telling you now, each and every one of you, yeah, there is nothing more I would love than to get this man on this channel. Nothing more. Nothing more, right? I miss him. I miss streaming with him. Yeah, he's gone missing, right? His brother-in-law, Tony, who watches me, who's in the chat, I've said to him so many times to get a message through to him, get him on, right? I will work around him any time of the day he wants to come on. I will do it. Not a problem, all right? So if anyone sees him or hears from him, please tell him to get his ass on here, because there was a long time where, listen, Terence, as much as I love this guy, Terence has been backing this, right? Backing this from day dot. He's been backing this, right? And myself and Claude, rest in peace to him, yeah, were the ones who were saying, no, Terry, it's wrong, right? It's wrong. Can't you see? And with what's gone on now, you still can't see. You still back this man. But like I keep saying, guys, football's becoming it's becoming a game where people just want to be entertained. Like I'll be honest, I genuinely don't believe. I don't think. See how I'm talking now? It hurts me, This isn't an act, guys. I'm not doing, I've got no reason to lie. You know what I mean? I don't make bundles of money off of this. I've got no reason to lie to you. I don't. There's nothing in it for me to lie. There is nothing in it. Yeah? If I was more like Terry or more like Ty or more like that actor, what's his name? The absolute fraggle on that channel, Julian. Yeah? If I was like him, I would grow this channel like that, in my opinion. I probably would. I can't do it. I won't lie to you. I've got too much respect for you guys who watch me. They don't respect you, but I do. And the thing is, I just, going back to what I said, these sort of people, right? These sort of people, they just want to be entertained. They just want their money's worth. They just want to go to a game and see goals. They're not really bothered, in my opinion, about trophies. They're not sitting here how I am. They didn't watch that game last night, sit there and feel jealousy. I want a bit of that. I want a bit of that. I watched that last night and I'm like, everything about it, not only the way they played, but the celebrations after, the way they treat Luis Enrique like he's a god. That embrace between Enrique and the owner. That is a club who are together in every sense of the word. They are together. They're on the journey together, right? It's the first time they've won the Champions League, and what a way to do it. The tifo, the tribute to his daughter. Everything about yesterday was magical. Everything about yesterday was emotional. Everything about yesterday was beautiful. And I'm watching it as a As a neutral, I'm watching it and I'm thinking, my God, I want a bit of that. Will I ever get that in my lifetime? Probably not. I don't know. I want to feel like that. I want Arsenal to be in the final and get a ticket and go and be in and amongst it, where we run onto the pitch and we're all delirious and you're kissing the guy who's next to you, even though you don't know him. It's just what he does to us, guys. It's a very emotional game. And when you win like that and you win a trophy, something comes over you, you just, honestly, it's like taking one of those happy pills. You know, you're in the club and you love everyone, right? No, there's no chance there's going to be a row tonight. Everyone's in love. That's how it is. And you know what? Some of these fans who I see come on YouTube and have their own channels now, or they're on AFTV or whatever, you know, I just wish, just one day, one time, right? One time, actually come on and say what you think. Actually say it, right? Say what you think. Yeah? Come on, say it. You know, but a lot of them don't. Is it because, if I say what I really think, Robbie's going to chuck me off? Will I get my money this week? I don't know what it is. I don't know what the reason is, but come on, 5 years into the project. Again, we are potless this season. You're telling me you're okay with that? You're still on this progression thing, on this process thing. No, it's done. It's done. Why can't we see this? And these are the same people who this time last year, said, he's got one more season, or he's got to go. He's got to win something. Because if he don't win anything, he's got to go. He's got to go. Right? Again, we've got a lot of Arsenal fans who are only interested, right? As long as we finish above Spurs in the league, that's it. That's enough for them. Trust me, right? Let's give those guys a mention as well, because we have a lot of fans in this fan base. A lot of Arsenal fans who just, what they call it, St. Totteringham's Day or whatever it is, that's all they care about. That's all they care about, right? There's no ambition in this fan base, guys. There isn't. Someone said it earlier on. Can't remember who it was. Yeah? They got to go. The fans, mentality is everything. And it's true, it is. It's everything, guys. Be the best, right? Or aim to be the best. Get the right players in. Mikel Merino, would he get into any of the top sides in Europe? No. Would Gabriel Jesus? No. Odegaard's had a terrible season. Terrible. But no doubt we'll go again with him next season. No, it's not good enough. Upgrade. Get better. Martinelli, not good enough. Upgrade. Get better. But will we? Will we? Daniel Body, as well. I'll see you, Dan. Hope you well, mate. Hello, Diesel. It's silly why Arteta is still manager, where Chelsea would sack half their managers if they had a crap season. Facts. Exactly that, mate. Totally agree. We've got hard code in the chat as well. AFT think we had a... Listen. Do you know what? I don't watch their stuff, but you know what? That's probably true. Yeah. No disrespect to Robbie. It's not so much Robbie I have an issue with. It's the people on that channel. Jimmy D, those who are supposed to support Arsenal are giving abuse to the greatest goal scorer of Arsenal's history and one of the greatest players to grace the Premier League. You are not a true fan. Right, before I mention that, let me just see anything else. Dean W, big up yourself, Dean. Up you well, mate. Diesel is definitely a real one. Not like, okay, I'm not gonna listen. I like Lee. I'll get on with Lee. I think Lee's all right, man. Lee's like me, mate. We want the best for the club. Listen. Look, Egal. Do you know what? I actually know Egal. Yeah, we streamed together years ago. And if I'm honest, I don't think Egal believes what he's saying. Listen, we got to understand, guys. Right? It's a game on here. With a lot of people, it's a game. Some people, all they're interested in really is growing their channel, and they'll do whatever they got to do or say whatever they got to say in order to grow it, right? I refuse to believe that most of these YouTubers don't feel the same as I do surely, if you love the club and you're of an age where you've grown up seeing some great Arsenal sides and seeing us win some trophies and that feeling, that euphoria, that euphoric moment when we cross the line, when you've tasted it, as I said earlier on, when you've tasted it, to go from that to this, I mean, come on. I understand I'm probably a lot older than a lot of these guys, but come on. You know, this is what I say. Listen, you know, people think I'm out of order. I've had a few comments from people saying I'm out of order for saying this, but you know, if you don't like it, I dare someone to come here and shut me up, right? You won't, yeah. But it's a trait that I think you are as a person, right? Because you're not ambitious, yeah. So what are you in life then? You're a, you know, it's what's the word? What's the word? Oh my God, what's the word? Oh, I can't remember. Unambitious. Let's just put it that way, guys. You're unambitious, yeah? And I do feel, and I've said this before, I don't care. You know, a lot of these guys have got kids, and I dread to think, I feel sorry for them. If that is how you are as a person, and you're not ambitious, and you don't want to be the best, and you don't want to win, and you don't want to do whatever it takes to get to the top. If you don't watch that game yesterday, and see what happened after that game, anyone watching that and not sitting there looking at it thinking, that's what we need to get to. That's the level we need to aspire. That's what we need to aspire to be. If you're not thinking like that, then you're an absolute idiot. You are. And I feel sorry for your kids. Losers as parents. Loser. Right? Aim to be like that. All the Arsenal players, Michelle included, Andreas, Berta, whoever, they all would have watched that last night. We all watched it. We all watched the Champions League final. We all did. Yeah? Michelle, especially, would have watched that game last night. Yeah? And this morning, should have been on the phone and said, right, something stirred in me last night watching that. This is the lot who beat us in the semis. And look what they went on to win. Look at the players they got. Look at the way they play. They got class players. Look at their midfield. That is the best midfield in Europe. Right? As a manager of Arsenal, you should have seen that last night and thought, you know what? Right, no more messing about. This is what I want, and I want it now. Go and get me him. Go and get me him, and I want it done by the end of the week. That is what it needs to happen. That is what leadership is. That is what aspiring to be a winner is. Do your business early. Get it done. No, don't mess about. I want to see statement signings. All this about Gokares and Sesko. We need 2 strikers, guys. Not 1, 2. We need 2 strikers. Arsenal are in a very healthy position with regards to PSR. We have money. Go and spend it. Right? Arsenal will buy players this summer, but will we buy the right players? I do not trust this manager. I don't trust him, guys. I'm sorry, I don't. Arsenal, someone said it earlier on, Arsenal are always the bridesmaid, never the bride. We are the nearly team. We nearly do it. We nearly get there. We nearly cross the line. We nearly win this. We nearly do that. No, enough. Go and do it. Go and do it. If Arsenal had anything about them, guys, anything about them at all, get rid of this manager, shake his hand, thank him for what he's done, even pay him off, whatever you got to do. Get in a winner. Get in a grade A, top level elite manager with a CV. Get someone in who can take this team to the next level and cross the line. Because I guarantee you now, no matter who this man signs in the summer, this time next year, we will be in the same position. I will be doing the same stream, using the same thumbnail, and having the same chat with the same people in this chat room, right? Having a manager makes such a difference, guys. It makes a difference. It is. But it has to be elite, right? A winner, someone who's been there, done it, tasted it, won it. It's got to happen. Got to. I'm going to read this. Dean, listen, mate. I've always said this, Dean, right? Again, there are certain other, I won't name them, but there are certain other YouTubers who like to have a chat room where every single person agrees with them, right? And if they don't, they probably get blocked or they get banned or they get timed out or whatever. Yeah. Dean, hand on heart, bruv, I promise you, mate. Yeah. I've never been like that. Yeah. I have a guy, and I don't forget him. I've got a guy who watches me on a regular. I don't know if he's here. Guy called Marlon Benny, right? Watches me all the time. Yeah. Very respectful. Does not disagree. Doesn't agree with a thing I say. Right? Doesn't agree with me at all. Yeah. But you know what? He does it respectfully. He doesn't call me names or abuse or anything like that. Yeah. And do you know what? I don't want people in this chat who agree with everything I say. I'm just giving you my opinion. Yeah. But I can back it up. I can tell you I don't like this, but I can tell you why I don't like it. I like that over there, and I can tell you why I like it, right? Diesel, I understand what you're saying, but everyone turned on Wenger the minute we fell out of top four, but was still winning FA Cups. Do you know what, though, Dean? What I would say to that, right? What I would say to that, and you're right. You're right. It got to a point, and listen, again, I'll say this again, Dean, right? I am a minority, mate. The way I'm talking right now with the emotion and all this, you know, there's not a lot of Arsenal fans who are of this mindset. Yeah. But you're right. It was getting to a point where top four was considered a trophy. That's not Michelle who started that. That was Arsene Wenger. Now I've said on the channel, I don't know if you've watched me before, mate, but the guys in the chat can back me up when I say this. Yeah. How can I put it? I can't, let me put it like this. I can't forgive. I've been very critical and very scathing of Arsene Wenger on this channel. Reason being, and people can say, you know, look what he's done for us, look what he won. Totally agree, right? Totally agree. The man's a legend. Yeah, can't take that away from him. But the mentality or the loss of mentality at this club was through him. Doing a jig on the touchline on the last game of the season, where it was confirmed we'd snuck into top four. You know, we got top four, which meant we got Champions League. And I'm seeing this manager dancing on the touchline, celebrating that. The whole top four is not a trophy thing. That was down to Arsene Wenger. Yeah. And because Arsene Wenger was so revered at this club, a lot of the Arsenal fans bought into that, right? So when you're looking at Arsene Wenger celebrating making top four, not winning anything, not winning a league, but just getting into the top four. When you're celebrating that, and especially coming from a man who's been there and done it, I can understand to an extent. Someone who's never tasted never had a steak, he's always had a burger, he's never won anything, and he's doing that on the touchline. Yeah, okay, still don't agree with it, but he doesn't know any better. This is a manager who's won leagues. This is a man who has won leagues. This is a man who has gone a season unbeaten, right? So Arsene Wenger has tasted success. He's tasted it. So when you've tasted it, and now you're going back to burger from steak, and you're happy to drop down to burger, you're happy about that. No, for me, bruv, I'm sorry, Dean. That was the end. That was the end for me. He put himself above the club, right? He should have walked, right? He left. He stayed here, 3-4 years too late, right? That was because he put himself above the club. And if you notice, he openly said that after he left as well. He should have gone. He put himself above the club. For me personally, mate, I can't forgive that. I can't forgive that. Arsenal have always been tagged as top four trophy, top four. Yeah? And that was down to him. But he was winning FA Cups. It got to a point, though, Dean, where I was like, do you know what? We're selling all our best players. I want to win the league. Yes, FA Cups. Listen, it's a cup. Don't get me wrong. But we could have done more. We could have done more. When you look at the players we've had over the years, especially the players we had under him, to win a league and break it up within 18 months, that side you had, it's unforgivable, mate. To sell Van Persie to Man United, it's unforgivable, Dean. He's unforgivable. He's done things that are unforgivable. Yeah? You would never have had Alex Ferguson selling Wayne Rooney to us in his prime. That wouldn't have happened. You would never have had that. But yet we helped them out and they won a league from it, which Van Persie was very instrumental in. No. I'm sorry, mate. No. You didn't have the club's best interests at heart when you did stuff like that. We could have brought Fabregas back, but we didn't. He chose to go Chelsea. What did he have in the middle at the time? Flamini? Who was the other one? You'd rather have had that over Cesc Fabregas. I don't care how he left. I don't care about that, right? He wanted to come back to Arsenal. Yeah? We need to win trophies. A player like that would have helped us. And you said no. What, pride? Nah. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I can't get on board with that. Brenny K74, big up yourself, mate. Big up Diesel and to all in the chat. A quick hello as I'm about to go on the stream with my guy Bobby on the Armory TV. We'll watch a rerun. Big up Arteta out. Big up yourself, Brenny. Hope you're well, mate. Ryan, Egal said at the start of the season, if anyone but City finish above us, then he has to go. But because of injuries, suspensions, VAR and the board, he will give him another season. Well, there you go. That is someone who's changed the goalposts, mate. This is exactly what I was saying earlier on. Yeah, everyone gets injuries. Not an excuse. I'm sorry. What he should have done then, guy. So if that is what Egal really, really said, if that is what he said, yeah, right? Why didn't he mention? Did he mention anything about? Well, hang on a minute. The January transfer window, Arteta had time to address the issue and to fix it. Did he? No. Did the club? No. Did we buy anyone in January? No. Did we even get a loan in, bare minimum? No. There's no excuse, Ryan. There's no excuse. The whole reason we have a January transfer window is because if needs must, we've got a window there where we could try and do something. Did we? No. But you know why? Right? Because Arsenal just make do. That's all we make do. We get by. That's Arsenal. We just get by. We just do enough to get by. It's disgusting. Mate, listen. Yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry. Another season like this. And still, hardly anyone is on board with what I'm saying. Or I know you guys are. But there's still such a large influx of Arsenal fans who are still... They're still back in there. Listen, what more has got to happen? I don't get it. Views on sport. Big up yourself, mate. I see you. Big up all. Smash. Yeah, guys, smash the likes, please, if you don't mind. Blimey, Lone Star Londoner in the chat. Big up yourself, Lone Star. You're well, mate. Nat Leslie. Big up yourself, Nat. I see you. Holidays all welcome, mate. Let's hear the truth of what is going on at the Arsenal. Good on you, mate. Number one stream, bar none. Come on, my G. Nice one, that. Exactly. See, hear what he said there, guys. I would read it twice, but you know what? I'm sure you got it the first time. He's right. What else we got? Yeah, Jimmy D, 100%. Two strikers is what we need. And do you know what? Guys, listen, before I even talk about that, let me just touch on what was it AFC always? What you said. Now look, actually, hang on, because sorry guys, you know what I'm like. I chat for Britain, and I've got to be aware of the comments as well. Tony Neri as well. Big up yourself, Tone. Up you well, mate. I see you. I love this guy. Such a nice guy, Tony. Jimmy D, you could also do with another creative midfielder. Odegaard, for me, had a very poor season, and I don't get why he's your captain. You need another midfielder to push him to fight for his place. Lone Star, God, blimey. Look, guys, look, we've got a comedian in the chat. Genuinely believe in this manager, confident he and Berta will get the right acquisitions and trophies will come. Look, to be honest, all joking aside, Lone Star, you know, known each other for years. Lone Star's very much on the Terry side when it comes to Arsenal, and I know that's not even a wind-up. He genuinely believes that. That's his opinion. I could not disagree more, mate. But first super chat, do you know what, guys? I've not had a super chat in months. My God, honestly, guys, that's why I'm looking so thin now. I've not been able to afford steak. However, Marcus is about to remedy that and fix that for me. Marcus Moriarty, is that how you pronounce it? Moriarty. It's one of them surnames I've never been able to pronounce. Moriarty, that's it. Marcus Moriarty, hope you well, mate. Thank you so much. Arteta said recently they need a player that can create and score goals. Why not go for Wirtz, Florian Wirtz? Liverpool getting their targets early. Hope all is well. Right, let's leave that up for a minute. Marcus, you are so right. Now listen, I've had this channel for what, 3 years? And one thing I can remember, not that my memory's great, but one thing I can remember is every time I do a stream and it's the end of the season, I'm always making the point of saying to you guys, right, guys, this summer coming up, this is the main one. This is an important summer. This is more important than all the others before. And I know we say that every year. We do say it every year. But this genuinely is a very important summer for us. It is. And when I look at Liverpool have already signed Frimpong. That's done. Now, today's the 1st of June, guys. The transfer window opens today. Today, right? And already they've got Frimpong in the door. And it's looking like they're going to get Wirtz. And I'm thinking, these are the champions of England, right? Liverpool have won the league. And yet, rather than rest on their laurels, they're going out because they want to be even better next season. Even though they won the league at a canter this season, right? Now is not the... Listen, one thing about Arne Slot that I like, he's another one. He speaks sense. You can tell he's not an idiot. Right, the way he talks, you can tell he's not an idiot. He's not a guy who's just come off the boat. He's been around, right? He's no fool. He knows. Yes, we won the league this season, but listen, you know, I know everyone around this is going to be buying, and some of the clubs are going to be buying very well this summer. We've got to be on it. We can't afford to stand still. And look, Frimpong through the door already. They're going to get Wirtz, and I believe they're going to get another 2 or 3 in. That is a club who aren't messing about. That is a club who have won the league this season and they aim to do it bigger and better next season. Whether they do or not, who knows? But what I like about Liverpool is they're showing intent. That's the word, intent, right? They are doing everything they can to make sure they have another successful season next year, right? And I look at us, what are we doing? We should be showing that intent. Do you know what, guys? This season, I know it feels to me, it just feels like everyone around us won a trophy except us. It just feels like that. I don't know why. Whether it's because a lot of the London clubs won something, it feels like everyone won a trophy of some sort, and we're the only ones. We're sitting over here on our own in the corner, and we didn't win anything. And all we want to do is be over in that corner with all the trophy winners, but we can't because we didn't win anything. You know, once again, we ended up potless. So we got to sit over there in the corner, in that corner over there, on our own, feeling down in the dumps, feeling sorry for ourselves. Once again, same old Arsenal. Marcus, once again, mate, thank you very much for that super chat. Really appreciate that. We've got Noel Kane as well. Big up yourself, Noel. Noel's here. Hope you're well, mate. Niall, Diesel's back and he ain't going nowhere. Legend. Niall, I love you, bruv. Come on. Thank you very much. 36 likes. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Minimum 50, guys. So anyone who hasn't, please do it. I don't ask for much. What else? What else? What else? Tanaji. There you go. Diesel, you are my saviour from Laurie. Diesel is from the heart and with the mind, standing out amongst the crowd. Being second hurts. Been there and done that with Liverpool. You'll never walk alone. It does hurt, mate. Do you know what? Listen, Tanaji, yeah. I'll tell you why it hurts, right? Because we're not far away. You know, I could sit here and be like some of the other YouTubers and just bash this club and you know, and we're miles and miles away. We need 7, 8, 9 players. We don't. We've got the basis of a very good team there. Yes, we need. Listen, for me, we need 3 or 4 players of quality, top quality. The main thing before we get to any of that, we need a better manager. We need a better manager. Listen, guys, I'm not on here. I've never really coated him off. Right? I've always made a point of that. You know, has he done better than what I thought he would? Yes. Yes, I can't deny that. Of course he has. Right? Of course he has. Is he a manager good enough to get us top 4 on a consistent basis? Yes. Yes. Is he the manager to get us across the line to win trophies? No. I'm sorry. I don't think he is. In fact, I know he's not. No, I know he's not. He's had 5 years in the job. No, guys, you know, let's have it right. It's not like he's been here 5 minutes. He's been here a long time. A long time. You know, he's been here more than long enough. Right? More than long enough. The reason why he's still here is because of this dumb fan base. That's what it is. Lone Star, 75 likes, please. Minimum standards. Listen, yeah. Actually, yeah. Do you know what? Sod 50. Let's go for 75. AJ, big up Diesel every time. Hope you well, mate. Hope you good. What else? Yeah, but listen, guys, I want to get your take on this, right? Because I need to, you know, I think it was AFC always. This thing with Thierry Henry, right? Now, look, I think Thierry Henry was 100% bang on, to a point where it was so refreshing to hear him say that, because this man is a winner. He talks like a winner. He played like a winner. He looks like a winner. He's a winner, right? He's a winner. But the thing is, when he said what he said, someone sent it to me. I watched it and I thought, oh, Thierry, bang on. But you know what made me laugh? You're watching it. There's so much more he wanted to say. You could just tell. If you read between the lines, yeah. I don't think what he said was that damning. Personally, it's not damning at all. It's the truth. Yeah. But when I watched it, I thought to myself, do you know what? He just looked like someone who wanted to say more, who had more to say, but he thought, nah, let me keep it relatively, you know, let me relatively like diplomatic, right? But deep down, listen, I've always said this. Thierry Henry says what he says there. You can't tell me, right? If the cameras were not on and us and Thierry were in a pub having a pint, that conversation would be so different. Because you can tell he don't rate Arteta. You can tell he don't, right? And what he really wants to come out and say is, listen, you give a man like this a club of that stature, someone who's never managed a football club before, you're giving him the keys to the kingdom, the Arsenal. On top of that, you're giving him 800 million to spend. On top of that, the one thing you're not really giving him is pressure to deliver, which means he can be comfortable. No, sorry, no. Yeah, and deep down, Thierry, you know, you can tell he believes that. The one thing that shocks me, because it's happened before. Every time this man comes out to speak, a large section of Arsenal fans are on him. And I'm like, not only is he our greatest, a lot of people would say greatest ever player. And I understand there are some Arsenal fans who genuinely do like Michel and they believe in him and what he's doing. But to go some of the abuse. Listen, if someone turns around and says, "Thierry, love you, bruv, loved you as a player," but on this occasion, sorry, mate, I don't agree with you. That's one thing, right? That's one thing. To abuse the man, some of the abuse I've seen online to him, it's like, how dare you talk out about our great manager? Who are you? Who are you to go against Michel? And he gets abused, like proper abuse. And I'm like, these can't be Arsenal. They can't be. They can't be. However, knowing what our fan base is like, it probably is. It's shocking. What did he say that was really hurtful? Really? I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. But that is our fan base in a nutshell, isn't it? In a nutshell. You know, Jimmy D here. Again, Jimmy, I mean, like the last couple of streams I've done, I've mentioned this guy's name. And it's only now. In fact, do you know what? Start of this season, anyone who can remember, go and watch it back. I'm not lying. I've mentioned this guy numerous times, Mbumo. Numerous times I've mentioned him. Yeah? But some people say, oh, you know, yeah, but Elk, come on. Bloody hell. I mean, these, come on. You know, he's Brentford. No, he's a good player. Listen, you know, we've said it earlier on, right? Look at what Luis Enrique did. Not that I'm putting him in this bracket, but just in terms of like, follow my method, right? You know, he gets rid of Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, yeah? What he's got a nicely balanced team of he's got elite players, class players who are technically gifted, but on top of that, they also work. I look at Mbumo. Yes, he's not a fashionable name. Yes, he's not Messi, Ronaldo, right? But I'll tell you something. I've watched this guy a lot. Even last season, he works, guys. He's a good player. He's a good, honest player. Rarely injured. He works. He's decisive. You know, he can finish. He's not one of them players who needs 5 chances to score. And he's on your doorstep. He's on your doorstep. Now, look, I've said before, Arsenal need 2 strikers, in my opinion. Right? In my opinion, we need 2 strikers. Yeah? Go and get Mbumo. Go and get him. When I said that before, I had so many people laugh at me, right? It's only now, because he's being linked to other clubs, people are starting to like take more notice. So what? Listen, there's always been that, you know, that bias, if you like, with a lot of people. Oh, he plays for little old Brentford. So what? A good player's a good player, guys. I'm not one of these people who go by stats and GA and all this rubbish. No. I watch a player with these. Watch him with, you know, with your own eyes and make a judgment. He's a good player. He is a good player, and he would fit in well at the Arsenal. He works. He can score goals. He gets himself about. He's a good player, and he's already in London. You're telling me he's saying no to Arsenal when he's at Brentford? Would he cost the earth? I don't think so. Go and get him. Go and get him, Bruno. Go and get him. Honestly, I don't get it. You know, this Sesko. Sorry, guys, he's not for me. You know, he's not the striker who's going to come in and do the business early doors. He's not. He's more potential for me. Arsenal, we don't have that luxury anymore, guys. We don't have the time. The one luxury we don't have is time, right? Someone said it earlier on. You know, what's made it worse for Michel this season, what's made it worse for him is when you look at when you look at who's won what, you know, because this year, unlike most other years, it wasn't the big clubs who won the trophies. It was little old Crystal Palace, little old Tottenham, you know, Newcastle. You know, yes, these clubs are big, but they're not, you know, Liverpool, you know. No, do you know what I mean? And people are thinking, well, hang on a minute. Hang on. Hang about here. If Crystal Palace can win a trophy, why can't we then? Right? That's where the penny dropped this season for a lot of people. When you're seeing some of these clubs winning trophies, and you're looking at the caliber of the club, there's a lot of people who are like, hang on a minute, we've got a better squad than them. How comes we didn't win that? Right? And rightly so as well. That's how we should be thinking, guys. What, we got 5 trophies to play for every season? You can't get over the line in one of them? Nah. No. It's because we don't take them seriously. That's what it is. Especially the FA Cup and the Carabao. We got knocked out this season by Man United. Man United have been the whipping boys for the last 2 seasons. Everyone's beating them. I could put boots on tonight and beat that lot. You know, come on. Come on. What are we saying here? You know, and this is what I'm saying. This recruitment, you know, listen, you know, there's been people in the media, a lot of, you know, certain people saying, look, because of what's happened this season, he's got 1 more year. He's got to win something next season. And what I like, the pundits on TalkSport chat a lot of crap for me. You know, for me, the ones, you know, the channel I really like is ESPN. That's the one I watch. I like watching Stevie Nicol, Craig Burley, Ali Moreno. And they're all right. They are right. He's got to win something. Now, you know, all this, oh, I promise it's coming. I promise. Bear with me. It's coming. No more. No more waiting now. No, you got to do it. You got to do it. You know, they're going to give him another big chunk of money this summer, right, to go and get who he wants. He's got to do it, guys. He should not be here next season. He shouldn't. I know he will, because that's just us. That's what we do. You know, we're Sentiment FC. That's what we are. Odegaard will still be the captain next season. He shouldn't be, but he will be. Declan Rice should have that. And if not Declan Rice, it should be Gabriel, right? But Odegaard will have it next season. He'll have the armband. Shocking season, right, for him. Yeah. Will we bring someone else in to give him a kick up the arse or to replace him? No, probably not. We'll go again with him next season. You know, and as Thierry Henry once said years ago, you know, it's all nice and comfortable at the Arsenal. It's all nice, chilled. We all get on. It's comfortable. You know, Disneyland. You know, do you know what I mean? Pepsi, Barcelona interested in Martinelli. So let talks begin. Do you know what? I've always said Martinelli, right? I don't dislike him. You know, when he first come here, I thought, oh God, we got a player here, a diamond in the rough. That's how I looked at him. But you know what, guys? I'll be honest. The last 2 seasons, and I've said it to you guys before, I look at Martinelli now. He just strikes me as he's a one-trick pony for me. You know, he's a one-trick pony. He's been found out. Fullbacks know how he plays. They know what he's going to do. You know, and we need better, guys. We need to upgrade. We need better. Listen, it's all about, I'll leave you on this. It's all about what Arsenal want to do, right? It's all about what they want to do. Because I still believe they're just a club who want top 4. As long as they get top 4, they're happy. Now, if they want anything above that, the only thing above that is to win a trophy. They have to win a trophy, right? Have to. Now, what do? Do you give loyalty or keep the loyalty with these guys, with some of them? Odegaard, Martinelli. What's going to happen with Gabriel Jesus? This is another thing. Some of these players are injured. Can we sell them? Right? Zinchenko's another one. What's going to happen with him? Tomiyasu. What's going to happen with him? Kivior. Yeah, did okay when he came in, end of the season. But long term, what's going to happen? You know, Kieran Tierney, I believe, is going back to Celtic. So when you think, as much as we talk about players we need to get in, there's also a hell of a lot of players we need to ship out. You know, and it's going to be a busy couple of months for Arsenal. They've got to sort something out. Got to, because more and more people are starting to cotton on to this guy now. There's more people, still not enough, nowhere near enough in my opinion, but there are a few more people who are starting to see this man for what he is. Yeah? He's okay for top 4. Anything above that, nah. Nah, we need better. And I'm starting to hear a lot more Arsenal fans say this now, right? But as Thierry Henry said, yes, we need a striker, 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 need a striker. Then we win 2-3 games on the bounce. Don't need a striker anymore. Don't need a striker. Don't need a striker. No one mentions a striker. We only mention a striker when we've lost the game and when we've had chances and we haven't buried them or put them away. That's when we mention we need a striker. When Arsenal win 2, 3, 4 games on the trot, no one talks about a striker anymore. Funny that, isn't it? Honestly, this fan base is an absolute joke. Joke. Yeah, they put up with this. Seriously, they put up with it. Yeah. And I'll go back to this Odegaard thing. You know, listen, no one can tell me he's a captain. He's not captain material. I'm sorry. Yeah, if there is a player or two who came through more often than not in big games, it was Declan Rice. Declan Rice, for me, screams of captain. For me. When you watch this Arsenal side, you look at it and you think, do you know what? If there ever was a captain, it's him. It's him. And failing that, Gabriel. They're the only two. Only two. But again, what do we expect? What do we expect? Guys, give me 2 seconds. Urgent call. I'm so sorry. Wait there. Yeah, sorry, guys. Apologies. What was I going to say? Yeah, Gabriel's the captain. Lone Star agrees with that. Yep. AJ. Yeah, Eze. Look, again, and listen, you know, very good player. Eze, very good player. And again, these guys are in London. You know, they would jump at the chance to come to Arsenal. And sometimes I just think we don't realise that we are a big club, but we also forget sometimes we are a pull, you know. Arsenal have always been a big pull for players. They have. You know, people need to realise this. You know, we need to use that more. Use that better. We don't. Yeah, we don't. Settle for these mediocre players. When you're talking about Florian Wirtz, we should be in the conversation for players like that. We should be, but we're not. Right? How long is it going to take until we get a striker? Do you honestly think we're going to do it early doors, or are we going to do it, what, the last 2-3 weeks of the window? God knows. Who knows? Who knows? But here's what it is. Guys, very quickly, before I wrap up, because I've got to do something now. I watched the film last week, Sinners. Quality. Michael B. Jordan. Very good film. Very slow. The first 20, 25 minutes was a bit slow for me, but stay with it. it just on a sixpence, it just turns. It just like, raw. This is good. But yeah, stay with it. Very good film. What else have I seen? 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 Oh, Mobland. Oh my God. Brilliant. It just, every episode just gets better and better and better. So anyone who's not watching Mobland, you need to watch that. Brilliant. Tom Hardy is class in that. And yeah, Helen Mirren is in it as well. Even at her age, you still look at her and think, oh, you'd have to, wouldn't you? You just have to. But guys, look, yes, the season's over, but I've got my Mac back. I will be streaming again. All I would say, just smash a like and the notification bell, because there's going to be a lot of transfer speculation, and I want to discuss it with you. If I'm being totally honest, we're probably linked with every single man and his dog, but let's see what actually happens. But also equally, let's see who we sell, because we do have a lot of deadwood at this club. So let's see what happens, guys. But listen, what do? We either go for it or we just do what we normally do, and yeah, just put a plaster over it, and let's just get a player who can play in 5 different positions. No more of that. Let's get in specialists, right? Let's use last night as a lesson, as a benchmark, what we saw last night, and try and do something this summer, yeah? Let's really try and go for it. But will we with this manager? I don't think so. But anyway, guys, it's been real. Thank you very much. And yeah, wish you well. Love yous. I'm going to play my intro as an outro. All right, later. Bye. Well. Guess who it is? Diesel's back. Join me, subscribe, but get the word out. Diesel's back, and he ain't going nowhere.